people? Doesn't that feel good? It's so nice to be back in this moment with y'all. It's been a while, okay? Do we have a lot to catch up on? Oh, yes, we do. You know that's true, right? Okay, so the first segment is going to be on health and wellness. Yay, that's what we do, okay? True to our roots. So, we are coming out of winter into spring. Thank goodness. That took forever, right? Long, hard winter, indeed. So, seasonal living. Okay, it's what our ancestors did. Our ancestors prepared each season for the next. Animals do the same, at least wild ones in nature, of course. So, in order to prepare for spring, okay, we have to be ready to cleanse, to detoxify, right? If we think about it for a second, we spend a lot of time being cold, being in homes with artificial heat, not exercising much, eating foods that were not really helpful. We spend a lot of time doing that. Okay, not okay. We have to recover from that experience. So what is wise? What would be wise is to get out there, start exercising, start drinking more water, sunlight, sunlight, sunlight as much as possible. Yes, as much as possible, okay? More fresh fruits and vegetables, nutrient-rich and live enzymes. High enzymatic activity, very helpful, okay? Organic cold-pressed juices, big time. A juice cleanse, yes, that would be great as well, okay? If we want to feel great, we want to feel good in our bodies, right? These are the steps. Obviously, take all your supplements you know you need to take, okay? Smoothie season is about upon us as well. That comes with spring, okay? That's where we're at. That's what's next. Okay, this is what we must do. We're mammals in one way. Okay, these are the guidelines provided by nature. All right, any questions in that regard? Let me know. Moving right along. Our next segment is going to be on news and politics. Of course, right? So let's talk about the Russia-Ukraine situation. Okay, so when I decided to take a look at this, my impulse was, all right, I got to go back in time. So I started at the Bolshevik Revolution, the birth of communism in Russia in the early 1900s. That's where I started. And of course, that took me to the history of Ukraine very quickly as well at that time. I looked at the leaders of the Bolshevik movement, Trotsky, Lenin, Stalin. By the way, if you want to do some quality research, then maybe go find out what their real names are of those guys. And then once you find out what their real names are, see if you can connect the dots on what movement was actually occurring at that time, which has only picked up steam and brings us right back to that situation that is happening over there right now, okay? If you have an opinion on the Russia-Ukraine situation, then I would hope that you understand Russian history from the Bolshevik time, Ukrainian history from that time. I would hope that you understand what went down a few years back with the Odessa massacre in Ukraine. I would hope you understand why Ukraine is basically divided into East and West. I would hope you understand the interests that the United States have had in Ukraine for a few decades now, and the players there, specifically the CIA. I would hope you also understand Putin's relationship with Ukraine as well. My hope is that you have an understanding of all of those things, and that's why you formed your opinion, whatever it might be, right? But if you haven't done that, and you've simply changed one of your profile pictures to a Ukrainian flag, shame on you. That's not helpful, that's ignorant. And you're offering no insight by doing that. It would be more helpful if you go and spend the time and the energy researching the situation to make a qualified opinion on the matter. How about that? Does that sound unreasonable? That doesn't sound unreasonable, okay? Moving right along, but a little bit backwards here. Isn't it interesting that we jump straight from the COVID narrative to the brink of World War III narrative? How curious is that? So the same MSM who obviously lied about COVID in many respects, okay, are the same people who are covering this situation. I mean, really. Let's go back in time a little bit. So we'll start with Clinton. Clinton was the Clinton administration, that was Democrats. After that, we had Bush, that was Republican. Then we had Obama, that was Democrat. Then we had Trump, that was Republican. Now we have Biden, that's Democrat. flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop. It's flip flop. It's always interesting, right? We seem to be polarized between this good guy, bad guy. Pick a side. Vax, anti-vax, right? Trump, Democrats. Russia, Ukraine. Are you seeing the picture I'm painting here, you guys? It's bigger than what we're looking at. There's patterns here. There's a lot more going on. Stay tuned.